did you read about last night? Who can tell me? Raise your hand and tell me.
Social classes.
Okay, social classes 10.
How,
Sorry, 10.
like how the French people got their independence then.
Oh yeah, how the French people kind of got their independence, right? What are some of the concerns in France at this time? What are some of the tensions of the social classes, Jenny?
Debt and taxes.
Taxes and debt. Now, why was France in so much debt? Someone knew. So I've heard from. Why was France in debt? Stephanie.
Because they were spending more than taking.
Excellent. Now, what were they spending money on? That's an important question. Your reading kind of gets into where that money was going. Anyone remember? You go back through your notes and take a look. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Tim, yeah?
Like imports and exports.
Imports and exports, kind of. It was one of the main functions of a government. If you go back to like John Locke, right? I think what does the US even spend a lot of money on? Military, right? What was the French military doing for the 20 years before the French Revolution? What was going on? Jenny?
The 7-year war.
7 Years' War. Good, now where's that? Where's that fought predominantly? And remember from 8th grade, before the American Revolution, there's another war that George Washington's in, that all these people are fighting in. It's the French and before
The
that.
French and Indian War.
French and Indian War, excellent. Good, Jenny. Or, Tammy, sorry. Okay, but, yeah. So the French and Indian War, right? So, and then after, the French actually helped finance what? You can say it's okay.
The American Revolution.
The American Revolution, fantastic, good. So they finance the French and Indian War, they finance American independence, and as a result, France is loaded with kind of a crushing debt. And that sort of exacerbates or makes worse the inherent societal tensions in France between the three social classes, which are referred to as what? And remember the first blank, the second blank, third blank. Daniel?
Estates.
Estates, perfect. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do what we call a hippo analysis of some primary sources. Can you pass one down to Vinny, please? Thanks. And then you three. And then we're going to do this in groups too, but I just want to run you through this sort of on your own. If you could keep this in your binder, because you're going to refer back to it throughout the year. It's kind of an important tactic. I do this a lot of my AP Euro class as well. We do a lot of what we call hippo analysis of documents. So I'm just going to walk you through these. If you have like notes you want to take on each sort of subject in the hippo chart, I left you space so you can take notes in. Okay, so what's the H stand for on this worksheet? Who can tell me? What's it titled? Historical context. Okay, what's that mean? What does context mean? What's contextualization mean? What's it about? Anyone?
Historical events.
Mm-hmm. Like around the event, like is it the event itself? Like can someone explain that a little bit? Like what was I just asking you about? What events? French and Indian War, what else? What was the other event? American Revolution. Are we learning about either of those things? No. You did that last year in 8th grade. But why am I asking you about them? How does that impact the French Revolution? Sana, how does that help us know more about the French Revolution? Let me get the door.
Because of time periods.
Excellent, yeah. It's part of the same time period, okay? So it helps us sort of contextualize what's happening. It helps us have a broader understanding of the event. If you just look at events in vacuums, you will never understand them, okay? Fully understand them, or the ramifications they have in history, all right? What's the I stand for in HIPPO? Someone new. Intended audience, excellent, okay? Identify a person or group the author expects to inform or influence, okay? Why are we writing about this? Who can tell me? Why does that matter? Because it's the same speaker, right? Let's say it's like President Obama giving a speech versus President Obama writing in his journal. What's the difference? It's the same speaker. Raise your hand, tell me someone. Sammy, yeah, different group of people, right? It's going to be a totally different style. If I'm in public, if I'm in a classroom, I'm going to talk to you differently than at home. So audience does matter. It helps you, again, sort of understand the document. The third one you might want to mark like with an asterisk. It's very, very important. Point of view. What's this mean? This is something we talked about a little bit before, a few weeks ago. Can someone explain point of view to me? Sure, Tim.
So like the author's view on something, so like it depends on like, so the author can have like bias toward a subject, like
Mm-hmm.
it depends on like the subject and like who the author is.
Good. So that's the kind of the root level of this, right? So they're biased. So it even cuts more than bias, though. Sammy, you had a hand raise. What was your? Okay. Okay. But like, what are some factors that would influence my bias? Anyone? Like, what are some, even in this room, what are some differences that would help us? Yes, Natalia. Gender. What's another one?
Religion.
Religion. What's another one? Just keep going. Just think demographically. Sean. Huh?
Age.
Age. That's a great one. Sana.
Race.
Race. These are all different factors that would influence how you view events. Okay? So when you look at point of view, don't just say, oh, it's this person's point of view, right? What are the factors that form the person, that form their point of view? It's very important. Okay, finally, purpose is easy. That's just what? Why was this written? Why are we studying this? Why does this matter? And then finally, the fifth one is hard. It's organization. So what I'm going to ask you to do, let's say we were writing a DBQ about the French Revolution, okay, or about the estate system. How would this document that you're going to study fit into an argument? Fit into a thesis? How would it support you? How would it give you evidence? Okay, that's a very important skill that we have to kind of develop throughout the year. A lot of you already have an understanding of how to write a thesis. Looking at your assessments, it's really good. We would kind of, deepen that and make it a little bit more meaningful. Okay, so what we're going to do, I have groups that I created for you. Each group is going to get one document, and you are going to take a piece of chart paper in the back of the room, and you're just going to create a hippo chart based on your document. Okay? So I have the groups up here. Let me read them off, and you can sort of go to your own corner of the room. Just a moment. Okay, so group one is going to be Troy, Sean, Lisa. Okay, so if you just want to go to that front left corner. Group two is going to be Natalia, Molly, and Brian, which is right here. Group three will be Yash, Vinny, Sam, and Anna. Anna's out. There's going to be Yash, Vinny, and Sam. And then group four will be Tim, Sana, and Daniel. And group five will be Margot, Jenny, and Stephanie. Okay, so just get together, be group. Go. If you need, I'll put it up on the board so you can refer back. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you your sources once you're all together. Just pick a spot. Okay, so you just want to pick your own. I just want you all having your own corner or like space. Okay. That's cool. I just want you to have, just make sure you have like a whiteboard or a cabinet that you could hang your poster on so you could write on there. You need to go up front if you want. Molly, you're with Natalia and Brian. So if you want to go in that middle space, it's fine. Okay? So make sure you're together and start giving out documents. Okay? Alright, so this group is going to get Louis, the 16th, addressing the Estates General. This group is going to get the third estate concerns. They're very interesting. This group is going to get a newspaper's account of the storming of the Bastille. It has an interesting bias. This group will get the grievances of the first estate, and then this group is going to get the grievances of the second estate, which is in the building. Okay? So what you're going to do, what's the first step, you think? What's our first step? Read it. Good, excellent. Read your document, okay? So you have to read it together. If there's something you don't understand, bounce it off a group member, or bounce it off me, even I'll be coming around. And then once you have read it, I'm gonna, in a second, give out chart paper, and you're gonna start doing a hippo chart for your document, and then present to the class when you're done. Okay?
Make sure you get a lot.
I know, there's a lot of extras because there are other classes, so if you just wanna put the extras to the side, that'd be great. Any questions? Anything unclear? Anyone? Cool, okay. So, get started reading, you can read out loud if you want, that probably helps you understand, right? So, get started, I'm gonna hand out chart paper.